biggest game of chicken, boys.
Seems like to me we might be playing a game of chicken. Are you up to the challenge? And that's what we're gonna find out in this episode of the SideHustle to Win experience. This is where we get together to discuss issues that you really care about. I want to personally thank you for joining me in my experience to financial freedom and come along for the ride. Please remember that I'm not a financial advisor and to do your own due diligence and research. Before I get started, please follow me on Telegram, t.me/sidehustle2win1, and also like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/sidehustle2win1. On there, I give some exclusive updates that I don't get a chance to make a video, such as advance notice of the platform that I am going to be talking about today, Unistake, and why T2X users should follow the energy and get into DSP tokens if they haven't already. Now, if this is the kind of content that you like more of, please like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Let's go ahead and jump into Unistake real quick. So what is Unistake? Unistake allows you to provide liquidity and stake at the same time, built to work with Uniswap v2. So basically, this is part of the series for liquidity hype. These platforms and projects that I find are providing interesting use cases for liquidity on top of the fact that you get trading fees for providing liquidity. So let's scroll on down. The first thing I want to talk about, the ISO round 3 countdown. At the time of the recording of this video, in 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 19 seconds, ISO round 3 will start. ISO round 1 closed out in minutes, ISO round 2 closed out in hours. I anticipate ISO round 3 will close out in days. For us token holders, we would anticipate the fact that, well, actually we don't want to anticipate. We hope that round 3 closes as soon as possible, preferably on day 1, because you get bonuses the faster it closes. And I'll get into details for that a little bit later. I want to talk about why Unistake. For users, Unistake provides liquidity for Uniswap easier and more profitable before, because on top of earning trading fees for providing liquidity, you're also getting staking bonuses by locking up your liquidity in the Unistake pools. For Uniswap, it enhances the Uniswap ecosystem because the more liquidity you provide, the easier and more scalability Uniswap has. Now, why would projects use Unistake? Because you can attract more liquidity by providing staking bonuses and lock up those liquidity pools and incentivize the users that provide liquidity with staking bonuses. Couple of things that I find unique to these platforms that I like. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. Multi-stake. It allows users to provide liquidity to 3 assets at once, which results in multiple new revenue streams. So instead of just 1 asset, up to 3. Pool share. This is actually pretty cool. Enable users to provide liquidity to selected tokens without the need of having both tokens from the pair. So for example, if I were to provide 1 ETH of liquidity for Unistake and ETH on Uniswap, I would first, number 1, have to provide 1 ETH, and then number 2, provide the same 1 ETH value of Unistake tokens in order to provide liquidity on Uniswap. With pool share, you can provide just the 1 ETH or just the Unistake tokens. So that's something cool. You actually see that. The only other platform that I know that does something like that is balancer pools, but to bring that ability to Uniswap is something that's pretty snazzy. All right, so then the next thing I want to get into is the pumpamentals. Right, now you know a little bit about Unistake. What about them pumpamentals? Because I know that's what you guys care about. Let's go ahead and get into a video talking about the pumpamentals.
This also means that the price for the listing can be predefined.
All right, so I want to concentrate on round 3. First day, 5x. That's the bonus. And we'll listen to the rest of the video on why you want to close out the first day. Notice the X's on the circles, these represent days.
The price that the listing is made at is based on which day of round 3 the ISO comes to a close. The faster the round closes, the higher the listing price will be. This is made possible by having the correct proportions of Ethereum and Unistake tokens in the smart contract at the time of listing.
All right, so you notice first day closes, you get 5x. It closes after 5 days, you're down to 2.5x, right? So the reason for that essentially is this. The faster it closes, the more tokens and more Ethereum they will provide into Uniswap, thus having more of a bonus. and then the slower it fills, the less the liquidity and tokens and Ethereum they will provide to Uniswap, hence less the bonus. So for token holders, you really want them to close out first round, round 3, day 1. All right. Now let's talk about tokenomics. Remember the video of chicken at the beginning of this video, right? Now for some of you don't know what chicken is. Chicken is a game where basically two opposing sides tries to go at each other and seeing which side gives up first, right? So the first person that gives, or first side that gives up, is the loser in a game of chicken. So what does that mean for Unistake? Now in Unistake, you could end stakes at any time, but if you end your stake within the first 45 days, you forfeit all your staking bonuses. Within the second quarter of 45-90 days, 75% of the bonus. The third quarter, 90 to 135 days, 50%. The final quarter, 135 days to 180 days, you forfeit 25% of staking bonus. If you hold through and you got them strong hands and you hodl through 180 days, you will receive 100% of your staking bonus. Now, why is that important? Because if you lose at the game of chicken, what happens to your staking bonuses, right? Let's go ahead and go on down. Let's talk about this staking bonuses. Here we go. Forfeited stakes. 50% of the staking bonus are forfeited, are sent to the time lock platform staking for future staking opportunities. And the second part is the part that I find interesting. Dividends. 50% of the staking bonuses that are forfeited are shared as instantly withdrawable dividends to ISO tokens with active stakes. So for the losers of the chicken game, 50% of your dividends gets instantly sent to everybody else that's still staking as dividends. And that's where the game of chicken is. Who has the stronger hands and who is gonna hodl the longest? Because when you hodl the longest, you will get all the staking bonus and the staking bonus for all the token holders that ended their stakes early. All right, so that is that portion. I want to get into ISO round 3, what to do. When you log on to the website, you see this ISO dashboard. You click on that, it will bring you here. You want to make sure you're in the tokens over here and round 3. Once ISO round 3 opens up, you'll be able to purchase the tokens here, assuming that the ISO round 3 is still open. Right now, the stakes and dividends, once you purchase the tokens, your stakes will show up in the stakes stage, and dividends, obviously we don't have any yet, it hasn't started. So that gives you a little bit about Unistake. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And now I want to get into why Tron T2X holders really need to follow the energy and look at DSP. All right, so why is it the T2X folks need to really look at DSP instead? Because they need to follow the energy. And the best example that I can give is this. If you look at the auction lobby for T2X, the highest days was 4 point something million, right? You haven't seen one that's higher than 5 million, so let's keep on down. Let's go down to all the way to the beginning. You know, there you go. I mean, first day, really, 4.5 million. It has not gone higher than 4 point something million. If you look at the auction lobby for DSP, 4 million something is the first day. We already triple that volume on the 8th and 9th day. And that's what's happening there. What's happening there is there are TX2 token hodlers right now that are following the energy. The whales are coming over here because they see this is where the energy is. This is where you're going to get the most returns, because if DSP token can do this and go for 94 days, think about all the rewards and dividends you'll be earning this whole entire time. Except you'll be earning it here, more of it, because the energy here, there is more TRX coming in here than there is in T2X, right? So it's natural for the energy, the dividends, the earnings, the profits to be here in DSP token. Now I have a private strategy that I am gonna deploy on DSP token, and I am eventually gonna share that with everybody. But if you want advance notice of the video about my personal strategy for DSP, you need to use the referral link, which actually benefits you because you will get 5% more DSP tokens on top of the fact that you will get access to this special private video that details my personal strategy for DSP tokens. Now, at some point, I'm gonna make that video public so everybody will know. However, the only way that video and strategy works is the less people know about it, the better. And the earlier you do it, the better. And you'll know the reason why after you get a chance to see that private video. So if you want a chance to get access to that private video, please use my referral link to give yourself 5% more tokens when you purchase DSP tokens from the auction lobby, and comment in the section below and just DM me on any of my socials, preferably Twitter, Telegram, or Facebook. And you need to DM me the transaction hash that you use my referral link. And that way I know that you legit did it, and I will respond back with a link to that private video. So in order to get my private strategy about what I'm currently doing for DSP tokens, my personal strategy, use my referral link, comment in this video that you went ahead and sent me a DM on any of my social medias with your transaction hash to prove that you use my referral link. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that, and don't worry, if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. I will reveal the strategy once I feel that I personally juiced it for all I can, because like I mentioned, this strategy, the earlier you use it, the better, and the less people that know about it, the better. All right, so are you looking to get into DSP? Because if you did, let's pretend you're the first, you got in here first day, second day, you already made ROI. Third, fourth day, it's all bonus from here on out. Even if you got in here at the sixth day, you're probably gonna make ROI in like 4 to 5 days, probably. In T2X, if you're gonna make ROI, it's gonna take you about anywhere 45 to 90 days. I've seen calculations around that point. You might as well take your T2X holdings and put it over here in DSP. And if you don't have any DSP, click my Changely to convert whatever cryptocurrency you have, convert it to Tron, and get into DSP, because I feel like if DSP can run for 90 plus days like T2X does, there's a potential for a lot of profits in this particular platform. You've been enjoying the content in this video. Here are a few other videos that I think you'd be into. If you have not done so by now, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And as always, leave things better than when you found them and get your hustle on.